The former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on Tuesday formally announced his 2024 presidential campaign. He joined a growing Republican field that's led by former President Donald Trump himself. Chris Christie will now take on Pence and Trump in the 2024 elections. Remember, Christie ran for president in 2016 as well, but ended his bid after a disappointing finish in the New Hampshire primary. He became the first major party figure to throw his weight behind Trump back then, but now he's put his hat in the ring.
There is no such thing as Trump voters. He doesn't own them. He didn't take title to them. In America, we don't get to vote for who we want to vote for. We get to vote for who's left. We get to vote for who's left. Joe Biden ran for president 3 times and never won. Never won anything outside the state of Delaware. Not once. Until he ran up against the guy who the American people knew in their heart was full of it. And they had had enough. They had watched the chaos. They had watched the disorder. They had watched the disrespect. They had watched the narcissism and the lying for 4 years. And they went, you know what? The people in the middle said, enough. And there's this thing like, Christie doesn't really care about winning. All he cares about doing is destroying Trump. Now let me ask you something. How are those two things mutually exclusive? I mean, seriously. Aren't they inextricably connected? The guy's ahead in the polls. I am going out there to take out Donald Trump, but here's why. I want to win. And I don't want him to win.
Two familiar faces are set to enter the 2024 Republican presidential primary: former Vice President Mike Pence and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Both face an uphill challenge in taking on former President Donald Trump. Pence, who incurred Trump's wrath by refusing to support his effort to overturn the results of the 2020 election, has increasingly distanced himself from his former boss and has said Trump's encouragement of rioters on January 6, 2021, put him and his family in danger. But Trump's policies, while portraying himself as an even-keeled alternative. He has also appealed more directly to the evangelical Christian community, having spent significant time in recent months touring megachurches across the country. But he's seen little success denting Trump's popularity. On June 1st, Pence's polling average in the Republican field was less than 4%, compared to Trump's 53%, according to a Real Clear Politics average of polls.
And then we'll see what the voters decide today.
As for Christie, he enters the race as a decided underdog 6 years after his 2016 presidential campaign failed to gain traction. Only 1% of Republicans said he would be their preferred 2024 nominee in a Reuters Ipsos poll conducted May 9th to May 15th. The former governor was an early backer of Trump in 2016, but he's been dogged by his own political scandal known as Bridgegate, where aides testified Christie knew about a plan to close lanes leading to the George Washington Bridge and create a major traffic jam to punish a political rival. Pence and Christie would join an increasingly crowded field, one that includes Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, in running against Trump in the 2024 race.
It's exciting. There's a lot out there, a lot of Republicans. I think a lot of people are kind of discouraged with Trump being the front runner, and it's going to be exciting for the GOP this year for sure. DeSantis seems interesting. I know him and Trump are kind of butting heads right now. That could be a good battle. I don't think Pence is going to have much of a chance.
I kind of like Trump, but I'll tell you, if Trump doesn't run, I'm voting for Kennedy. I thought he did a lot for this country because he's not a politician. He's a patriot.
Trump might have been a womanizer, but he got things done. That's the reason why I like Trump. That's who I'm voting for.
I just didn't really like what Donald Trump did last time, but, maybe Donald Trump will be different this time.